Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. DJ Peter Vass noticed this. Apparently, guys, there are XRP price gaps on these two exchanges. If you guys were wondering about this, if you wanted an explanation, I think we have found one. No, there's no room for arbitrage here, although maybe if you're very, very crafty, maybe you can figure out a way. But crypto enthusiast Micah, he recently brought this to our attention. A notable XRP price difference on the Coinbase exchange versus the Uphold exchange. As you guys can see here, both exchanges were trading XRP at a fairly large spread, 52 cents here for one exchange, and then I don't know which one's which, but the other exchange here was trading it at 0.5077 at the exact same time. Now, it was noted by Darren Moore, Uphold taps into multiple exchanges in pairs while Coinbase has its own trading. USA citizens have limited accessibility, causing a premium. So that is the verdict there. If you guys were wondering, I mean, if you do have access to other cryptocurrency exchanges around the world, I don't know, maybe you're a citizen of different countries and you can use your different ID for different KYC. You might see some opportunity there. But in terms of, this type of thing, this happens all the time. It happened in Korea when they were charging what was called the kimchi premium in the bull run, a couple of bull runs ago. That was 2017, 2018. I believe the premium was a lot more than 2 cents, but this represents a significant percentage. I mean, if you think about this on a larger scale with higher prices, you can make some money on arbitrage opportunities here. Anyway, wanted to thank Darren for clearing that up, but also Micah there just for initially bringing that to our attention. Michael Branch noticing this too, and I've noticed this. Mike Novogratz doesn't really like talking about XRP. I have a feeling I know why. They're saying here that when he was interviewed, he was asked a question about crypto assets like XRP and Solana specifically. So these two particular cryptocurrencies, because recently we've been getting news that we could eventually have a Solana and an XRP ETF. He did praise Solana, noting that it has been the center of attention since 2023. He highlighted Solana's significant rise over the past year, especially following the FTX fallout. And based on Solana's current status, Novogratz believes it is the next rational choice for an ETF listing. But meanwhile, the XRP community took note of Novogratz's omission of any argument in favor of an XRP ETF listing. A prominent voice within the XRP community, known as the digital asset investor, interpreted Novogratz's remarks about Solana's surge post-FTX as an implicit acknowledgement that the boost in Solana's value was due to the FTX involvement. Now, we know, as a matter of fact, that FTX did have a lot invested in Solana and helped get that cryptocurrency pumping. But in response to these observations, Linda P. Jones echoed a similar sentiment. The Wall Street financial analyst stated that Novogratz would discuss anything except XRP, hinting that it was deliberate. He will talk about anything other than XRP because he knows what he holds. Now, we know Mike Novogratz does have an investment in Ripple. He has constantly avoided discussing XRP. He has made comments around the legitimacy of the XRP army and the XRP movement, noting his newfound respect for the XRP army. So he did mention that. I don't think he's against XRP. I do kind of agree here with Linda P. Jones that, I think he knows something that he doesn't want to let out, especially to spur on more investors, perhaps more retail investors. I mean, it could entice more people to join the XRP army. And for billionaires to keep getting richer and richer, they need to keep these secrets well kept. Fortunately for us, we have been doing our research, we've been doing our digging, and we have found a cryptocurrency asset that has the most promise in terms of future valuations based on a real-world utility hypothesis. So, we've got XRP. How it's going to move in the spec run, well, may differ, just depending. I mean, this is why I'm keeping a portion of my XRP for the long term. And if you guys want to know more about what I'm trading this bull run, because there are coins that I'm just trading for pure profit. I don't care about real world utility for these particular cryptocurrencies. I'm looking at different metrics there. I want to make sure they are high flyers. So you can find all that information at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. It is only $5 a month. I wanted to keep it affordable for you guys because I'm not in the business of gouging. I just wanted to share my trading journey, and I wanted to do it at an affordable enough price so that you guys can follow me throughout this bull cycle. Mike Manfield here, guys, bringing this to our attention. Ripple-enabled Temenos has now added MasterCard Move to their payments portfolio. So Temenos and MasterCard, both Ripple partners. MasterCard Move solution enables banks to move money internationally, securely, and swiftly with a cost-effective range of options to route and deliver funds through MasterCard's extensive global network. With nearly 10 billion endpoints in over 180 countries, recipients can choose from various disbursement options, including cards, bank accounts, cash pickup locations, and mobile wallets. 10 billion endpoints, okay? They have connections to 10 billion endpoints, 180 countries. So A lot of merchants, obviously this is MasterCard we're talking about here, so a big company that has very, very deep ties to payments. So with the integration of MasterCard Move into Temenos Payments Hub, Temenos customers will be able to quickly integrate MasterCard Move's cross-border capabilities and consolidate with other payment rails on the single Temenos platform, efficiently linking up multiple payment sources and channels with multiple clearing and distribution networks and services. And this is becoming instant too, okay? Temenos Payments Hub, built on a flexible cloud-native API-first architecture, manages multiple payment clearing rails and services and multiple payment types and schemes through smart, intelligent routing, along with the scalability needed to meet the demands of a rapidly evolving and expanding payments landscape. That, in other words, means payments are becoming instant, payments are becoming digital, and DLT technology is at the center of this. Since Temenos and MasterCard are both Ripple partners, it would not surprise me in the least if they already have that interoperable connectivity that would allow these applications to occur pretty quickly. I know David Schwartz was saying in an interview, I forget when I saw it, but he was saying that, or I read it somewhere, maybe it was the Rippled Insights blog, that Ripple does need several weeks to integrate some of these payment providers to be able to be interoperable with RippleNet. So a few weeks, obviously there's that back-end technology. I would assume that the companies that are already Ripple enabled, the integration process would be a lot easier, a lot quicker, and more efficient. You wouldn't need so many coder hours in the background making it interoperable, I guess. So here we have two Ripple partners, again, making this move to 10 billion endpoints in over 180 countries. 10 billion. At first I thought that was 10 million, but no, guys, that is 10 billion. So great news there. Wanted to thank Mike for posting that. We got a little bit of legal news too today from Meta Lawman here. The reported settlement between the SEC and Do Kwon has just materialized. Crypto Town Hall originally posting this. Do Kwon and Terraform Labs have reached a settlement with the SEC. Do Kwon and Terraform Labs have agreed to a settlement in principle with the SEC in the fraud case. Following the news, Terra Luna's token surged 38%, hitting its highest level since April. And Meta Lawman here bringing up a good point. So he's saying this is good news. This means that either the Ripple case or the Coinbase case on possible interlocutory appeal is likely to be the first case to get the Second Circuit Courts of Appeal to address the legal status of crypto assets. So you got to think, if this is happening in the Terra Luna case, where this was specifically and very, very clearly fraud, that, the cryptocurrencies, for example, held on Coinbase, well, they can clearly now state, okay, if this is what's happening with an actual fraudulent cryptocurrency, well, how about all these other cryptocurrencies that are not or were not issued by fraudulent companies? We got to have some clarity on that. I guess the same goes for Ripple too, in terms of the interlocutory appeal. For Ripple, I guess they already have a leg up because XRP is not considered a security, but there is still a debate on other aspects of the court case. So I guess this is positive news. Not too much there to update on, but I thought I'd bring that to you regardless. Wanted to thank Meta Lawman there for pointing that out. This next story kind of goes hand in hand with that Temenos MasterCard story that I just mentioned too. Bank XRP noticed this: Ripple, Visa, and MasterCard. Okay, so the major players, the two biggest credit card companies on planet Earth, collaborating with Ripple, are likely to vie for dominance in this space, guys. This was coming from the Faster Payments Council, and I do have the report up here. If you go down here, okay, they're talking about cryptocurrency in particular. Currency conversion for digital asset itself is likely to be modeled after FX trading. Inevitably, there will be some differences in the timing of settlement between cross-border and digital assets, but currency conversion is required for both. The biggest issues for digital assets are that stakeholders need access to a trusted infrastructure, scheme participants, and currency conversions. For cross-border currency, guys, traditional sources of FX rates are provided by companies like Routers or Bloomberg. Where the conversion takes place for digital assets, though, remains to be seen, although it is likely to be housed on DLT technology. And the Faster Payments Council does mention this, okay, Ripple specifically, along with Visa and MasterCard, two known Ripple partners, will likely vie for dominance in this space. So what they are suggesting here is that Ripple, alongside with Visa and MasterCard, who are already confirmed again to Ripple partners, are likely going to be responsible for all of the FX conversions running on DLT technology in this space. You know how big that is. All of the FX conversions, or at least the majority, the lion's share of FX conversions. To give you guys a sense of how big this is, what is the daily Forex exchange volume? Okay, the headline, 7.5 trillion. Daily turnover figure marked an historical modest 14% increase from the 6.6 trillion recorded in 2019. So I don't know if this was, maybe this was was it 2020 numbers? Not entirely sure. So 6.6 was recorded in 2019, but that was driven by a mix of higher foreign exchange spots, swaps, and forward market volumes. This was information from 2022, so a couple of years old. But guys, we can assume 7.5 trillion daily, and that is likely to go up even higher. Just because of, well, more DLT prominence in the financial landscape. Obviously, that is going to encourage more people to transact in higher volumes in foreign currencies. At least that is my assumption. So if we're seeing Visa and MasterCard working along together with Ripple to make this work, guys, that's at least another 8 trillion, I would assume. Because it was 7.5 in 2022, $8 trillion running over the XRP ledger at some point, or at least the majority of that, guys, over 50% if they are looking for dominance. So some great news here, another great observation from Bank XRP. Wanted to thank him for posting that. Moving along though, guys, is it a coincidence that Forbes has now just recently put out this article here? Okay, the Fed quietly admits gold is replacing the dollar as collapse fear predicted to trigger a $15.7 trillion ETF Bitcoin price flip. Now, the reason I say this is because Forbes just recently put this out with this image, okay, this image on the cover of the article. I don't know if I can find the actual, here, where was it? What was it from? There we go. This was from yesterday, 24 hours ago. And you guys can see that image there that Forbes decided to use. The same image, here it is, that Mr. Poole has used several times before, warning us of a collapse. The US dollar going to go up in flames. Even Ross Vandermeer here was warning us of this. And now Forbes using that same image, guys, as we're seeing a quiet shift. And this is what the Fed is admitting, okay? They're quietly admitting that gold is replacing the US dollar and that the US dollar is going to become debased. That bodes well for companies like Ripple. Regulated stablecoins versus unauthorized stablecoins, okay? This is another one here from XRP Drops. So we've got the Ripple stablecoin project. I think that's on a lot of businesses' radars. And Ripple has always maintained compliancy with every jurisdiction that they do business in. Well, the MiCA stablecoin regulations, guys, that is coming to pass. So what is this going to mean for companies like Ripple and Circle? Luke Thomas here posting this, okay? MiCA stablecoin rules implementation announcement. So the new MiCA stablecoin rules will come into effect across the European Economic Area, and that is happening on June the 30th. This will be the first step in entering a new regulatory framework, and it will have a significant impact on the stablecoin market in the EEA. As it is important for all users to understand the impact of the coming changes, here are some important details and rules to understand. So this was put out by Binance, and Binance is obviously doing this because they deal in many different stablecoins on their platform. I'm not going to get into the details of the Binance platform specifically, but I will link this in the description for you guys. The bigger news, I think, is that this is looking bullish for a Ripple stablecoin, even if it's a Ripple stablecoin that is going to be a USD pegged stablecoin, but used in other countries other than the United States. There are many countries that utilize USD stablecoins because a lot of what is denominated around the world happens to be, the conversion happens to be in US prices. So that is coming up June 30th by the end of the month, June 30th, 2024. I don't know if you guys noticed all the glitching that was happening too. I happened to see this, Ian Binns, this is just Ian Binns' X profile. And even just scrolling through here, he's retweeted out quite a few different tweets regarding some glitches that we were noticing yesterday, not on crypto exchanges specifically. But check this out, guys. Breaking: gold appears to be down over 98% due to a glitch as the NYSE investigates. So the New York Stock Exchange investigates this technical issue. I guess it has since rebounded, but 98%, could you imagine? Even Gergavin here saying, stocks of one of the largest banks in Canada, BMO, was also just dropped, or has also just dropped 99% due to the same error. So what is this? In terms of glitching, why is it happening in Canada? Happening too for precious metals, the gold market, and also happening on the New York Stock Exchange. Unusual Whales here also breaking this news. The New York Stock Exchange Equities is investigating technical issues after multiple stocks were halted. Stocks halt down 99%. Guys, another one was Berkshire Hathaway. Here's another tweet from James Rowland. Why did Berkshire Hathaway just plummet to $185? Look at that glitch, guys. That was just in the last day. This is the Berkshire Hathaway chart on the daily. You guys can see that one-day candlestick was up 17%, then came right back down. So what does all this mean? Why are these glitches occurring not just on the NYSE, but even in Canadian markets too? Are they retooling for a great reset? Well, we know XRP escrow is released every month. Ripple did release 1 billion XRP, but it's not what you think. Well, what is it then? Blockchain records from the XRP Explorer confirm that the release did occur on June the 1st. The 1 billion XRP was distributed in 2 separate transactions, each consisting of 500 million XRP. So that is all normal. We generally see that kind of thing. However, Ripple's release of 1 billion XRP this month exhibited an unusual pattern. Okay, so examination of the blockchain data revealed that Ripple initially transferred 500 million XRP from its Ripple 24 wallet to 2 separate wallets. In a similar fashion, it transferred another 500 million XRP from Ripple 24 to a different wallet labeled Ripple 12. These transfers totaled 1 billion XRP that took place to the formal escrow unlocking for June. And usually, I mean, in the past, we have seen, some of this XRP be returned to the escrow. Does it say that here? As a result, Ripple's June escrow release has garnered considerable interest within the cryptocurrency community. Some have mistakenly associated the initial XRP distribution with large-scale purchases by major investors. So, no, this is just typical XRP escrow being released. So nothing too unusual there. But guys, then I saw this from Ian Binns. Ripple triggers a massive sale of 400 million XRP. Is this true, Joel Katz? He asked, and unfortunately, Joel Katz has not responded to this. But here we have it in a maneuver that could deeply shake the crypto market. Ripple plans to sell 400 million XRP during the month of June, making it the largest token sale in 7 years. So why is Ripple selling an additional 40 million XRP? Does it have to do, could it have to do with a glitch in the market? Could it have to do with perhaps a retooling in the back end, getting markets ready to run on DLT technology and become tokenized? I mean, we still need more information on the Ripple stablecoin. That is likely going to play a part in this, but maybe they're getting ready, guys. David Schwartz did give an explanation to this. He did explain the reasons behind the massive sales strategy. According to him, Ripple holds a considerable amount of XRP, and regularly selling these assets is the only viable alternative to avoiding holding them indefinitely. He did mention that in an interview that he did recently. I did do a video on that interview, which I do have linked in this morning's video, and I'll link this morning's video up here if you guys didn't catch it. This approach allows Ripple to finance its ongoing operations, support the development of the ecosystem, and stabilize the crypto market by avoiding a sharp devaluation of XRP. But that really doesn't give us more detail. Why is this the largest sale in 7 years? Is it just that Ripple needs to eventually get rid of this XRP because it's burning a hole in their pocket or their balance sheet or whatever? Is there any benefit for them to relinquish it now in June as we're seeing glitches, guys, on exchanges? I don't know. It's seeming pretty fishy to me, and just by coincidence, we are seeing XRP trading at different prices. Of course, the reason, as per Darren, aggregated prices from different exchanges, but these are all things that certainly get me scratching my head, things that make me go, But that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.